Because there are so many people in this world right now trying to be successful. What makes you special? Hey, hello everyone, how are you doing today? It's your girl adetilda. I hope you are doing okay. If this is your first time of seeing this channel, welcome to my channel. I love you. Do not forget to subscribe. Yes, please subscribe, it's very important, and do not forget to click on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. And yes, please leave a comment. Thank you. All right, so today guys, we are going to be talking about why you do not need inspiration. Yes, I said it, why you do not need inspiration. Sometimes we tend to depend solely on inspiration. Yes guys, there are days that we do not feel inspired. It happens to the best of us, trust me. It happens to everybody. But then again, the truth is that you will not always be inspired. But guys, that is when you need consistency. When you lack inspiration, welcome consistency. Have it in mind that consistency will carry you till the end, not necessarily inspiration. Make sure you stay till the end of this video because I'm going to be listing out reasons why you do not need inspiration. Depending solely on inspiration can cause a lot of harm than good. Sometimes it brings anxiety because you feel like one moment you were like all over the place, you were filled with ideas, you were this, you were that, and the next moment it feels like poof, you dropped and you really don't know what next to do. Or maybe the last thing you did not actually work out and you're like, oh my god, is this for me? Am I really supposed to be doing this? Am I doing something wrong? Then you become anxious. Why? Because you're waiting for your mind to become happy. You're waiting for that spark that you first had when you started. You're waiting for it to like come back. Sometimes you just have to create that inspiration that you want to find. You have to create that environment where everything flows for you. People believe that finding purpose means that you will always be inspired. But the truth is, it's not always the case. Finding purpose is just the first step to your greatness, to your success. When you find purpose, yes, it's a big step, but that's not it. Sometimes you will not always want to do that thing that you found your purpose in. Do not be in so much of a hurry that you easily give up. One of the most difficult things to do in life is wait. Trust me guys, it is very difficult to wait. When you keep trying a particular thing, you keep trying and all you're waiting for is success. Or when you go for a job interview, you go for different job interviews and the time you have to wait for them to either call you back or not call you back forever. All the times you have to struggle, all the times you have to fail and wait patiently to find success. One of the most difficult things to do in life, guys, is to wait. And I believe that is one of the reasons why people lose inspiration, because they are putting so much effort into something and it feels like you're not getting your returns back. You're not getting the kind of effort you're putting. So then it gets easier to just relax and be like, okay, after all, I'm not doing well in this thing. Maybe I'm not so great after all. Maybe this is not what I'm supposed to do. Maybe I've not found purpose. Why? Because you feel like all you're doing is failing. See, if you ask people that are successful today, that are really successful and they had to like work out their success, they will tell you that at the beginning it was never easy, because there are so many people in this world right now trying to be successful. What makes you special? What makes you special? What makes you different? What makes you special? There are a lot of special people. There are a lot of people that can do what you're doing, but chance and opportunity, time. Everybody, I believe that everybody has their timing. Everybody has their own season. Waiting patiently for your season. But while waiting, you are working. While waiting, you are working on yourself. So when the opportunity presents itself to you, you are more than capable and prepared. But if at the moment you are relaxed because, okay, after all, I am failing already, there's no point of me, trying so hard, then you become relaxed. Then people that are better at what you do will, will double up their hustle. People that really want to succeed, people that really know like what it means to be successful, will double up their pace. That's why I said at the beginning, life will not wait for you. People will not pause for you just to get inspired again. It's just like in the fashion industry, for example. The fact that Gucci is on their game, it's not because like they've been there. The day that Gucci will decide that, okay, let's relax, we have made it in life, yes, for a long period of time they are probably still going to be there because their name is ancient, like everybody knows Gucci. But if they relax for too long, trust me, another brand will overshadow them, will overtake them. So sometimes it's not all about finding inspiration, it's more about you being consistent and making up your mind that this thing for me is a do or die. Like, do or die in the sense that I must get it done, regardless of how I'm feeling, regardless of the fact that I may be failing or I may fail now, but I know I am preparing myself for success. People will always say, purpose is not a place, purpose is a destination. Once you find a purpose for your life today, there is an achievement, like a continuous achievement that you must keep making. You must keep achieving, aligning with your purpose. That is why you can't say, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is this. Once I've done this, I'm done. I found my purpose. Good for me, and that's it. No, purpose is a continuous process. Success is a continuous process. Waiting for success, preparing yourself for what you want to achieve. We're so many in this world fighting for the same thing. You don't expect anything to be handed over to you. It's either you work for it or you allow someone else that really wants it to work for it while you relax and just it's not about looking for inspiration, it's more about being consistent. The reason why people depend solely on inspiration is because they do not have a why factor. You have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why did I start doing this? What piqued my interest in this particular area of life that made me to decide that, okay, this is where I want to stay. This is what I want to do. You have to have a why. If you do not have a why, then you will always look for inspiration. If you do not have a why, then you will always look for inspiration. That is why you see some people hopping from one thing to another, because they do not have a why for themselves. Maybe you see a why in another person's why, then you pick it up and say, okay, this is my why. Then in the long run, you realize that that is not my why, because I am not constantly inspired. I am not enjoying what I'm doing. I don't see the need to stay consistent. Then you drop it, then you go to another reason, you go to another thing to do and start all over again. Why? Because inspiration disappeared, you lacked consistency. Why is that? It's because you do not have a why. So one good way to stay consistent is to make sure that whatever you're doing has a why. So basically, if you do not have a why, you are going to get tired easily. If you do not have a why, you cannot be consistent. Not have a why, you will always need inspiration to do what you know that you are supposed to do. Another reason why inspiration is not such a big deal for me compared to consistency is because I feel like we are always too focused on the big picture that we forget to take it a day at a time. And I'm guilty of this. I'm always looking at the big picture and asking myself, can I achieve this? Sometimes the fear of failure can take away your inspiration, because you're looking at yourself and you're wondering, okay, I have this big thing for myself. I have this big thing I'm trying to envision for my life. I'm trying to achieve. But I feel like it's too big for who I am now. Do you get it? I feel like this thing I'm looking at is too big for my own personality. Oh, maybe this person is more. Like, maybe this person is better than I am. This person deserves it. You're looking at it and you're like, do I really deserve it? Or am I just wasting my time because This
Be
fear is buried
inspired
by
me.
the things around you, these things you can easily assess. Because at times when you look at the bigger picture every single time without taking it a day at a time, you might lose confidence in yourself, because you keep asking yourself, am I good enough for this thing I actually want to do? Will people take me seriously? You start doubting yourself, because you're not taking it a day at a time, a step a day at a time. Take pleasure and peace in the things around you. My friend told me something. He said, anything you are doing, do it as if that is the last thing you're ever going to do in life. And I have cautioned myself so much to start living life like that. Anything I focus on, if I'm given a project to do, if I'm given something to do, if I put my hand into something, whether it's church, whether it's leadership, I do it like it's the best I can give. All you have to do is give attention to the moment, because trust me, when success comes, you wouldn't even know, because every moment for you would have been a success. Why? Because you put your effort. You know within yourself that, okay, I actually put effort into this thing, I did my best. So put effort into every moment. It's human nature to lower our standards when we are afraid. So we start to think, okay, we are not good enough. So regardless of how big your inspiration is, because of your fear, you do not see that inspiration, or you do not retain that thing that originally captured your attention, that original inspiration you had to actually start, because you are afraid that, okay, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I do not deserve it, maybe if I try I will fail. That is one of the biggest killers of inspiration, because no matter how inspired you are, if you do not believe in yourself, then it's not going to last. That inspiration will not last. That's why you see, most of the time you want to work out, you want to lose weight, you go online, you see inspirational quotes, they say drink this, do this, each day you are doing that. You see, you see short quotes and all that, and at that moment you're all vibrant and all happy. You're like, okay, I can do this. Then the next moment you go to the gym for on Monday, then you go on Tuesday, on a Wednesday you see, you're like, am I sure I can do this? Am I sure I can lose weight? And you're like, oh, I don't think I can do that. That original inspiration, that original hype, you have to learn to retain it. You have to learn to retain it. Organize yourself so much so that you do not need to be constantly inspired to stay consistent. You have to understand that success is not something you pursue, but something that you develop. You have to develop success. You develop success by thinking, you develop success by reading, you develop success by learning. Learn in the line of what you love, learn in the line of what you're doing, gain more insight, develop yourself. Develop yourself so much so that you constantly remain inspired. Develop interest in your field. Know more about your field. Why did I start this? Why did I love this so much? Why did I want to stay consistent in this at the beginning? What made me originally inspired? What was that click for me, that moment for me that I realized that, okay, this is what I want to do? Carry it on your everyday journey. Success is not a place. You do not pursue success, you develop success. And the more you develop yourself, the more you become a brand of yourself, the more you become attractive to people that need your kind. Whatever you pursue in life will keep running. The only reason you're pursuing anything is simply because that thing is running. But once you stop pursuing and begin to develop yourself, then you are calling it to you. You're telling yourself, I am getting myself ready for this. I'm getting myself ready for this situation, and I am going to make it happen. Bruh, I'm gonna make it happen. Sometimes you just have to embrace negativity. What do I mean? You have to use negativity to your advantage. I know that negativity sells a lot in our generation. Yes, that's the truth. Let's be sincere with ourselves. negative things sells a lot. That's why if you have it easy in life, it's just like your story was just boring. You never had to struggle, so it's boring. But when something negative happens to you, then you use it like to your own advantage. It becomes interesting because you get to meet people that are going through that same thing, and they see you and like, oh, okay, if this person can, then I can too. So use every negative thing that has happened to you in your past, whether it's a heartbreak, whether it's you losing a parent or losing someone you love, whether it's you trying and failing. Use every negativity to your advantage. You have not every negative thing that happens to you in this life is necessarily bad. For example, you've been dating somebody for 5 years and you guys broke up and you feel like your life is over. Bro, your life is not over. Your life is just starting. And trust me, most of these negative things that happen only helps to build you to be a stronger person, to be a better version of yourself. Because you were too comfortable having this person, you were too comfortable having this perfect job, you were too comfortable having this perfect thing. So when it is taken away from you, it builds your heart if you allow it. And that's why I said embrace every negative event of your life. And knowing the reason why you do something will help you stay consistent in that thing. Do you get it? Sometimes you know that you are not in shape and you have to go and work out. You have to go and exercise and build your muscles, build yourself, remove that fat. You may not feel it. You may not feel like going to the gym. You may not feel like doing it in your house. You may not be inspired, but you know inside your heart that you must keep in shape. You know inside your heart that you must read your book, else you will not pass. You know inside your heart that you must prepare that presentation well, regardless of how inspired you feel at the moment or not. You know that this is what you must do. That is why it is better to stay consistent, because you will not always find inspiration. Inspiration will not always be at your doorstep, smiling at you and telling you, yes, hey, I know that it's not easy. Sometimes you're just burnt out, you're just tired, everything you've been trying, nothing is working. Yes, it's okay to relax, it's okay to de-stress, but when your reason for delay is just because you are looking for inspiration, then I believe something is wrong. Get it? Sometimes you just have to make the laws, you have to make the rules for yourself and strictly follow them, because there are days inspirations will not come. The world will not wait for you on days like that. The world will not say, okay, Kemi is not inspired today, so everybody freeze. No. All right, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Still your favorite girl, Adetilda. Please make sure you share this video, leave a comment on this video, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much to all my subscribers. I love you guys. Thank you for believing in me. See you guys on my next video. Bye.